Hey, and welcome to Just for Fun. This is Maddie. What's up? Today we're going to talk about a interesting deck. This is blue-white hexproof in modern. So, green-white hexproof has been a thing like forever. So recently there was an IQ deck from Roger Gerke that was featured on Star City Games Daily Digest. By the way, Ross Merriam, brilliant writer, brilliant guy. Uh, I'll never forget in one of his articles he said, "Hope is not an effective strategy," and I have applied to my life. So props to him. Anyway, and this deck has recently went 8th in an IQ. And it's blue-white version of Boggles. I mean, the pluses here, I guess the draw of it is, first of all, Invisible Stalker. Being unblockable naturally means you don't really need Rancor or any like trample for evasion, just natural evasion. Um, Boggle is blue or green, doesn't matter. He's playing. This guy is playing Spirit Dancer and Geist of St. Traff. So for tickets reasons, I decided to not play Geist. I made a bunch of changes to the main deck and to the board for both, you know, both financial and preference reasons. So he's playing 22 lands, 13 creatures, 25 spells. I'm playing 21 lands. I found that I kept flooding out, and you'll see in the videos that the one downfall of the deck is that I was flooding out constantly with 22 lands. I think it was too many. So this is a little different than the version featured in the videos. I cut a land and I added a Heliod's Pilgrim as a sick one of. We do have some interesting differences in the deck, so let's go over that. So for 1-drops, I still have the 4 Bogles. Still running the Hyena Umbra and Ethereal Armor. Ethereal Armor is really the card that makes the deck function. It's just super powerful. Also running a one of Griff's Boon. I just wanted to try it out. It worked pretty well, and I felt like if this way, if I lose a creature to something like a sacrifice effect or some other kind of trick, at least I can get one of my auras back, kind of like how Rancor works. Also, other things I tried out, Aqueous Form, whatever you want to call it, I found very beneficial in the deck. Buggle getting chump blocked is kind of annoying, so, and the Scry is very valuable, especially with Curiosity. I only have one if, like, I guess I could trade for more. I just didn't feel like doing that, but if yeah, I would probably play more than one. It's very good in the deck. I enjoyed the card advantage it provides. Daybreak Coronet is just huge. Every time I see this card, I think it's a picture of Jesus that they reused somehow because it looks like a halo and dude with the long hair, and I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but let me know in the comments if this card reminds you of Jesus. So I also threw in some Journey to Nowheres as additional removal beyond the paths. I found that while path is 1 less mana, you don't really want your opponent to get to his bigger stuff. Like half of the deck is like, one of the benefits of the Hexproof deck is not trying to interact with your opponent. In this deck, you are sort of in the middle, so you are trying to interact a little. The other draw to Journey to Nowhere is one of my 2-drops, Meletus Astronomer, which I'm playing this in the spot of the core Spirit Dancer because it's as good, if not better. And I know people are gonna yell at me for saying that, but honestly, the card select, this is like casting Anticipate, every time you put something on it, which I would say is much, much more powerful than just drawing a card. Lets you cycle through your deck really quick, and you can pick up Journey to Nowhere off of it, which is another reason. If what you're looking for is a removal spell rather than an aura, then you got that. Same reason I wanted to do a one of Heliod's Pilgrim, just in case you want to get the right aura for the right situation. The other draw to playing this deck is in Remand and Mana Leak, so you have some counter spells to protect your guys. against edicts and, you know, board sweepers and whatever else might come up. Also, in this slot of Geist of Saint Traft, I'm playing a much more budget-friendly card, which is Cloudform, and this card is frickin' sweet in the deck. First of all, it itself counts as an enchantment for purposes of ethereal armor. If this enchantment is somehow removed, you still have a 2/2 creature, right? So there's that. If you cast this on turn 3, turn 4 you can play Daybreak Coronet on it without having to have another aura in your hand, which is immense. Then you just have a 5/5 flying vigilance first strike lifelink hexproof thing that, like, build your own Baneslayer Angel that's attacking on turn 4, and your opponent's going to be like really hard pressed to deal with it because it'll have flying, so it's not as easy to chump block. And it's just, again, like I said, you don't need another card in your hand. It's just 3 into 4 and GG is good fucking luck, right? Spirit Manual is there to get you through chump blockers on Bogle and, you know, just buff your guy a little bit. And we already talked about why Stalker is great. Sideboard, I'm not totally set on. I've changed things a lot. I like this card. I kind of want to put a couple more, perhaps, in the deck. Negate, for obvious reasons. Spellskite, just a good dude. Good in the mirror. Good against removal. At first, I was running 4 core Firewalkers, and then I thought, hey, wait a minute. This is just a better one of those in the deck because it's really like a 2/1 invisible stalker against a red deck. So kind of sweet. Doesn't gain you the life like Firewalker, so maybe you'd want this against straight burn, but maybe this is better against Zoo or blue-white red control. Stony, Silence, Rest in Peace, Disenchant, you know, for Ensnaring Bridge, whatever else they want to throw at you. Another path, just in case. I mean, obviously this could use some tweaking. You know, it's not 100% tournament ready, but it's pretty fun. I enjoyed playing with the deck. I hope you guys like it. And no, I'm not corporately sponsored wearing Coors shirt and drinking Coors Light, but cheers, guys. Enjoy. And yeah, play the deck. It's fun. It's fun. Watch the videos. Thanks. Bye.